When I come home feeling all tired and beat, I go up where the air is fresh and clean. Up on the roof. Right. Bear. Yes, Mandingos. Welcome, Roger Blackneck, to the Blot Outdoor Show. And thank you for joining me on another Wednesday night. I'm not going to say wild camping. Wednesday night car camping adventure. Yes, guys, we are going to spend the night up on the roof of the Blotmobile. I haven't yet set up the tent box. There was a few cars in the car park there, so I thought, right, first of all, let's go for a mooch, a good old Linden Gooch on this very windy east coast of Scotland. I'm not going to tell you exactly where the car park is, where I'm going to spend the night, but a few of you legends will work it out. You'll recognise this coastline. Matron. You'll recognise this coastline as we're walking up. Same to you. Train on the water, boat on the track. Yes, guys. As we get a little bit further up, we'll look down and you will be able to see the Smuggler's Hut, or Bothy, whatever it is, where I spent the night with Paul the Rat a couple of months ago. What I'm wanting to do is carry on walking quite a bit past there. I'm pretty sure there's got to be some more fantastic spots for a wild camp. So before we go back to the Blotmobile and set up Camp Mandingo on the roof of the car, we'll have a nice mooch. We'll have a good old Linden Gooch, and we'll see if we can find some more brilliant spots for future wild camps. So yeah, I'm now going to leave you with some dodgy shite music, dodgy shite free music from YouTube, and I'll bring you legends back in 2 or 3 Winnie Mandelas. How are? So there we go, Mandingos. This is as far as I'm going to come. I was planning on going even further, but I'm quite happy with this. I've only been walking about an hour. If I want to continue any further, you've got to go like up there, follow that road up, and then somehow you must work your way back onto the cliff tops, and then you keep going along. But this is absolutely fantastic. I found a nice little sheltered spot where I'm going to sit in a slaconda. I'm going to have a video nasty, a bottle of water. I've got some sour snakes, and I'm just going to sit and chill for a good 20 minutes, and then we'll make our way Cilla Black to the Blockmobile. Oh, here we are. This is where I'm going to sit in here. Stinks like. It absolutely stinks. Like a tuna fish's fanny. So, yeah, come on then. Let's get the old bag off me macaroni. Let's have a snack dingo. Mandingos. Right on. Chicken and mushroom. Video nasty. Not bad. Pucker. Pucker pies. Quite nice, aren't they? Nice little spot to chill out down by this harbour. Feels like I'm on like a cool little adventure. You know, nothing too hard, easy going. From when I left the Blockmobile all the way along, nice flat walk. I had to come down quite a steep bit to get down to them lovely houses, and then along here to the harbour area. But apart from that, nice and flat. Flatter than a tranny's tits, if you know what I'm talking about. Oh, matron. I see it only took an hour to go along here. It's just after 3:30 now in the afternoon. So I'm in no eating rush. I'm going to sit around 15, 20 Winnie Mandelas, enjoy my pasty. Looks like there's an old church up there. I wasn't going to go up there, but hold on, I'll zoom in a bit. Before we head back, I might go and check out that old church, and then I can see which way the road goes as well, just in case I ever come back along here. But I don't want to get back to the Blockmobile too late, because the dark night is flying in now. I've had one practice go putting that tent box up, and I didn't even get it fully erect. Oh, matron. So I want to take my time and put it up nice and slow, and I don't want to be doing that in the pitch black. So yeah, nice steady walk along. After we've checked that church out, I forgot to say at the beginning, I've got some beers. You better believe I have. We've got some whiskey. You know the score on the Blot Outdoor Show. Stick around for the world famous whiskey review. I've got some nice food to cook. I bought one of them big Yorkshire puddings, and I've got the beef stew that I didn't cook. I say cook. Heat up in a pan. Sexual chocolate. So yeah, heat the Yorkshire pudding up, and then heat the beef stew up. We'll pour that inside the Yorkshire pudding, and that'll be a meal fit for a Mandingo. You better believe it will. So yeah, I think I'll have another 10 minutes just sitting here, chillax-a-rooney. I'm going to get me sour snakes out, have a few of them, get a little bit of a sugar rush, get some energy up, ready for the walk back. I'm not going to put any more music on on the way back, and I I probably won't record much on the way back either. So I'll bring you legends, Bert a Bacharach, when we go up to that old church. Mice. Oh well, if you were carrying on up the coast, you know, like following the coastal path, you would turn here and go down this path right by the side of this old church. I've had all the weathers today already. When I first got here and parked the Blockmobile up, it was absolutely blowing a gale plat. Then as I was walking along, it stopped being windy and the sun came out and it was lovely jubbly. Now it's lashing down. There you go. Snout special. But I thought I would check it out. And I also know if I do come back down here, the coastal path's going to continue. Looks like the path goes off over there somewhere. Right, come on then. I've got about an hour's walk back, just over an hour. I'll bring you back further along the track. In the famous words of Butchie Boy's Adventures. Yes, Butchie lad. Weather can't make its mind up. Sun's back out again. I'm certainly not complaining. I tell you what, I'm dying for a good old Jeff beer. As soon as I get back to Blockmobile, that's the first thing I'm going to do. Beer o'clock. Oh, yes, guys. Just came off piste a bit. Checking out this little spot. As I was walking back along the track, I was looking down and it just looks absolutely spamtastic. This would be ideal for when I come out with the two Chris's. Plenty room for 3 mandingos, plenty shite. But yeah, look at this, man. Look at this. Obviously you'd have to be careful stepping out your tent in the middle of the night for a slash garden. The last thing you want to do is wake up dead in the morgan. But yeah, brilliant. I mean, even if I don't come here with the two Chris's, I'll come here by myself. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll come here by myself. You better believe I will. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Hey, mate. Hey, mate. Are you here? Or any one of yous? I'm not fussy. Is there any chance just one of yous will sell us your jawbone? How about you, black boy? Nah? Oh, why? Suit yourself, you bunch of ignorant bastards. Yes, man, dingoes. First Jeff of this camping trip from the Vocation Brewery. Hop, skip and juice. The old John Hopkirk. Should get plenty of train action. Why, I'm some train spotter. This is where the Blockmobile is set up. Let's get the old tent box set up, guys. I think there's only about 45 minutes, 1 hour, max and paddy, before it's dark around. I'll bring you black when it's all set up. Ricicles. So there we go, folks. The tent box is up. This is the tent box XL Lite. Oh shit. Yeah, it's a little bit windy, guys. It's a little bit windy, Miller. And the beauty of these is bit of a wind tunnel, to be honest. If it starts lashing down, you can just sit underneath, and then it's happy dingleberries, as they say in the doo-doing. I'm not going to show you inside yet. I've still got to get like my sleeping bag laid out and get it nice and comfy. But let's just have a quick look. Me ducks here. Tremendous, eh? Now Mrs. Blott bought this a few weeks ago, and I've got to be honest, I wasn't really chuffed to bits, so to say, when she bought it. My kind of camping is getting up. Oh, let's put up. Oh, God, you here. It's blown a gale plat. Now I need to get my light on so I can show you properly. So I'll give you a proper tour soon. Oh, when I've getting set up. Yeah, so my kind of camping, as you legends know, is like wild camping in the hills, or by like an old ruined castle, or stealth camping in the bushes, or on a roundabout or whatever. So tent boxes, I was just thinking, tent box wankers, do you know what I mean? Now that I've gotten it set up, I'm quite happy, and I think I'm going to have a fantastic night. As you've just seen down there underneath where the tent box is hanging over the car, it's windy, Miller, yeah. So I think I'll just like keep this door open there, where I can look out onto the sea, I can watch the trains going by. I think there's one due. And I'll just sit like this and enjoy a few shots of whiskies and a few Jeff beers, and I'll be as happy as a pig in shite. Right, I've just remembered something I've got to do. So, and this is very important, because if that wind picks up any more during the night, if it's windy all night long, in the famous words of Lionel Blair, I need the guy lines fastening on there, and what they do is somehow they attach to the wheels. I'm going to have to make this shit up as I go along. One there, one there. I think you can use that one if you want. There's that, whatever. And yeah, right, I'm going to try and figure that out. I'll do my best, even though I don't wear a vest, and I'll bring you back in a Winnie Mandela and a Father Dingleberry Finley Whiskey Bait International Playboy Bunny Boiler. Up on the roof. Just had someone park up there. I think he was tossing the caber, if you know what I'm talking about. The dirty bastard. Yes, guys, I've just made that up as best as I can. If the tent box is rocking, don't come and knocking, as they say in the gay bars of San Francisco and Brighton and Hove Albion. So where you can see that opens up there, it does the same on the other side. That opens up there just like a window. You can have it up like just the mesh, if you know what I'm talking about. Same like round that side as well. Right, let's get the torch on, me selfie stick, and we'll take you inside. Lice. Right. Biddly burr. Right on. Right folks, you can see there's plenty of room underneath to leave me bag in case it rains. I've got all my goodies in there. I'm going to show you soon me Jeff beers and me food and all that shite. I want to show you inside the tent box first. So let's have a quick look, folks. Here we go. Oh, look at that, man. I'm living like a king tonight, guys. I'm living like King Kong's finger. Let's jump in. Oh yes, pet. So I've opened the flaps. Air matron, you can do a bit stargazing if that's what you're into. I've opened the side bit there, but I've left like the mesh bit shut. I didn't need to do that. I'm just showing you what you can do. Same there. I've opened it up, but I've left the mesh bit shut. But as you can see, look at this. Absolutely loads of room. So you can imagine if Mrs. Blott and my son Preston's with me, Mrs. Blott will be here next to the Mandingo. Ew. Preston will be right over there. Loads of room for a family of 3, even a family of 4. You know, if it's like 2 adults, 2 skids, happy dingleburgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belfast. Oh yes, guys, look at this. We've got Wasky. Let's get it open, folks. Oh, tremendous. Sitting here, chillax-a-roonian. You've got the moon there over the North Sea. You've got the railway line there. I know you might think, well, is it not boring? All the trains going past. Is it not annoying you? Nah, I'm quite enjoying it, to be honest. Sitting here, looking down onto there. Few waskies. Does life get any better? I don't think it does. Oh, fantastic, guys. Cheers, Mandingos. Oh yes, pet. Well, something I didn't think I was going to enjoy. I know we're not properly into the camp yet. I've only just getting set up. Up to now, fan dabby dozy, as they say in the doing. I really am enjoying it. Time will tell. I'll let you know exactly in the morning. And there's no bullshit on the Blott Outdoor Show, guys. If it's not for me, I'll tell you the truth. Oh, the whole tooth. And nothing but the tooth. I thought there was a train coming there, but it's not. Yeah, I'll let you know exactly what I think about it. Inzy Morgan. While it's rolling, let's drop down. Let's drop me guts. And let's show you the rest of me drinks and me food and all that shit. There's like little pockets all over. 1, 2. There's 2 like on the opposite side. And we have opened that. You can do that there as well. I mean, it's a quality piece of kit. You can tell it is, you know. This mattress, there's like a built-in mattress that's out here, so you don't have to bring an airbed. Basically, once you've gotten set up, you just sling your sleeping bag in and your pillow biter, and it's happy dingoes, as they say in the doing. The only dodgy bit for me is, you guys know on the Blott Outdoor Show, I mean, you might never noticed, sometimes I get a little bit tipsy. Do you know what I mean? Sometimes I have a few too many Shannon beverages. So getting up and down these stairs might be quite eventful sometimes. Can you imagine little Mick? Can you imagine little Mick, are you doing this? Jesus. Air. Right then. Oh. Let's have a look. Let's have a look and see what you could have won. Oh. Can you tell what it is yet? Oh. Pansexual. Plate. Oh. There's my pan, there's my plate. Giant Yorkshire pudding. Well, it's a 2-plaque. The old 2-plaque shaker in the world of Yorkshire puddings. I only need one. Oh, I've got some sweet chilli chicken skewers. Snack time coming soon. As usual, I've got my can of 19 Crimes. I've already had one of these, one left. Down there. I've already had one of these from the Kirkstall Brewing Company Virtuous Session IPA. 2 whiskies, Kilbeggan Triple Cask, and Ty Connell, 2 Irish whiskies. So I might just have one for a nice little chest warmer, and then one for the world famous whiskey review. Mrs. Block bought me them. Mrs. Block bought me that. Yeah. Oh, where's my food? Oh, it's in my bag here. Down here. That's my night light. There we go, guys. This is what I'm going to put inside the Yorkshire pudding. Princess beef stew. I think I've got some more snacks in there. Let's have a look. Dairy Lee lunches. So look at that. Plenty snacks, plenty whiskey, plenty beers, food. I promise you I'm going to cook the food. I don't need to be wrapped up as much as normal. I think I'm going to be nice and warm up there, but I have got plenty warm clothes just in case. I put my down jacket on. I've got my racers hat on. Damn you! Why am some Gary Neville? Ah! Oh, just had a bit of a dodgy moment there. I was just standing here. I was going to go back up, and then a car come down, and then he parked up there, and he had his lights just shining on us. I was standing here having a little snackaroonie, you know, them little cheap chicken things on sticks, sweet chili chicken, and he just parked there, and he just had his lights pointing on us, and I was thinking, what the hell's going on here? Am I going to get bum dingoed, man dingoed, as they say in the do-dying? Do you know what I mean? And then after, like, honestly, a good minute, I was just like, wait, what? Get out, speak to us, drive off, just sitting pointing his headlights at us, just there. And then he drove down to there, and then he opened his door, and then as he got out, I could see he was really old. The guy was like definitely in his 80s. And so I went over, I said, hello mate. I'm only ever going to be polite. Do you know what I mean? I could be on someone's land for all I know. Do you know what I mean? And he went, can you do me a favour, sonny? I said, it's me Scotch accent. He says, can you open, there's a gate here. And then there's a gate just through there. Yeah, you can see, can't you? There's a gate here, and there's a gate there. I says, yes, no problem, mate. He went, I'm just going to check on me sheep. It must be the local farmer Giles. I said, no problem, mate. So I opened the first one, I opened the second one, and then he started to drive down, and then he wound his window down, and he went, can you do me a favour, sonny? Can you pass us the iron brew? No, he didn't say that. He said, when I come back out, can you shut the 2 gates for us? I said, of course I can, my man friend. No problem. I said, I thought I was in trouble there when you were sitting and shining your lights on us. He says, well, I was wondering what was going on. He says, I didn't know what that was on your roof. He's about 85-year-old. He probably hasn't seen something like that before. So he must have been coming down, obviously, to check on his sheep. He's seeing this absolute monstrosity on top of the blockmobile, and he must have just been sat there looking, thinking, what the fucking hell is that? While I'm just standing there staring at him. I couldn't see him for the bright lights, just eating me Chiconi wavers. Anyway, everything is sweet as a nut, as they say in the back streets of Beirut. When he comes back up, old Farmer Giles. I'll shut the gates for him. And then we'll, yeah, up on the roof. I'll see you when we're up there. In fact, I might get some footage of him driving black lice. Oh. Here's old Gilesy coming back up. And I'll shut the gate for him. Now, wait, Gilesy, son. You can do it. Yes. I'll shut the gate, mate. Good old Gilesy. Gilesy bait. I'll shut the gate for you, mate. No probs, mate. Sure are now. Oh, I need to do this one first. I am some lyrical genius. That doesn't make sense, does it? Old Gilesy bait. Oh, you twat. Ow. Just shut the gate in the back of my leg. The old leg dingo. Right, guys. Let's get these gates shut and I'll bring you back in a Slaconda. Same to you.
Oh, yeah. Billy. Billy. Yes, guys, just enjoying the last of me whiskey. I'm just sat here like a right loser. Look at this one. Oh, yes, look at the space. Yeah, steps there. Let me see. Sellers, me socks. These is me shittiest, oldest trainers, guys. These is what I wear in the garden, you know, when I'm cutting the grass. Look at the state of them. Yes. So I took them in the back of the car. Almost wearing them just like a pair of slippers, if you know what I'm talking about. Air. Fantastic. Oh, let's just get black in time. All you can do is get black in time. You can see it's like a palace, isn't it? I'll shut that before we go to bed. Look at that. It's like Bonnie Blue's flaps. Without the stench. Without the stench of like 1,000 guys. Can you imagine being number 1,000? Oh, God. Have you seen the clip of some of the people she's been with? They reckon number 1,000, you know, was Gary Neville. Oh, Gary Neville. Gary Neville, you horrible, dirty rat. You were the last person in the queue for Bonnie Blue. Oh, Gary Neville. Oh, Gary Neville's number 1,000 with Bonnie Blue. You dirty rat. Oh. Brr. 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 Oh, look at the space I've got there. Look at all that room, dingo man dingoes. Oh, last driggeroonies of Zewaski. I'll put that in the bin, Diesel, in a Winnie Mandela, but we've got 2 beers left. Virtuous Session IPA and John Hopkirk Skipping Juice. Oh, it's getting chilly. Train on the water, boat on the track. That was good timing, wasn't it? Also got me 19 crime dingoes, and I'm just starting to get a little bit hungry, and I'm getting a bit chilly on the old Stumpy Willie. Bear. So I think I'll definitely be cooking me food tonight. How many times have I said that? So if you're watching, don't hold your death breath. No, I am going to cook me food soon. I'm going to have 1 beer. That's what I'm going to have now. I'm going to have 1 Jeff. And then I'll cook me food. I'll have me wine with me food. And then we'll keep a beer for after me food. And then before we go to sleep, the world famous Wasky review. But look at this, guys. Yes, camping in style. Blot outdoor show. Why am some Kent survival? Right, guys. Today we're gonna do a world famous we're gonna do a world famous what I'm gonna do a world famous Wasky review inside. It's not a hot tent. What is it? It's a fucking tent box. Alright, guys. Good to world famous Wasky review. Inside a room. I'll bring you back. In the Winnie Mandela for English on a hot slate. Oh, matron. Oh. Yes, man, dingoes. Yorkshire pudding's in. Let's turn that round. Another minute on that side. And then we'll put it in the plate. Beef stew. In the pansexual. Popped in the old Yorkshire puddingo. And then it's time for a meal fit a fuzzy Mandy Dingleberry. You know, makes sense. Oh, yes. Oh yes, that is nice and hot now, as you can see. Let's have a little taste of Rooney. Oh yes, pet. Let's not mess about. Let's get that popped in too. Oh, yeah. Is that, or is that not a meal fit for a Mandy Dingo? Yorkshire pudding with Irish stew. That's 2 tins of Irish stew in there, but I think I've eaten about half a tin out of the old pansexual. The old pansexual. Hot pansexual. Right, guys. Right, guys, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. Tonight, I'm not going to cook anything on a hot slate. I'm just going to eat some stew from a Yorkshire pudding. Yeah. Yes. Here we go. Why am I talking like this? I don't know. Come on then, folks. It's time to get stuck into this Yorkshire pudding full of beef stew. I've got my spoon dingo. Oh, come on then. Do you know what it is? I was on the last Driggeroonies of the gas. And can I remember a few weeks ago, I told you, somebody sent us a tin of gas with no name, so I don't know who it came off. I also got another tin of gas sent, so that one there's dead now. It's empty. I've used the last Driggeroonies on this, but I've got another full tin somewhere in the back of the Blockmobile. The back of the Blockmobile is like Aladdin's cave at the minute. There's all sorts in there. So I need to have a good dig through, because there's definitely another tin of gas. That some absolute legend sent me. It's the second tin of gas someone sent us. So I'm guessing it's the same person. No name. So whoever it is an absolute legend. They're not even asking for a shout out. And they also, wait, I'm guessing it's the same person. They sent us a 3-black pair of undie bedundies. That was like weeks and weeks ago as well. I've been saying to Mrs. Black, have you been ordering me gas or some black underpants? She said, no. Well, if I did, I would order them to come to our house, not the pub where she works at. So, whoever it is, you're an absolute legend. No name, no message. And another thing as well, somebody sent us a couple of weeks ago 4 beers, 4 Jeff beers, 4 like good quality cans of beer. No name with them as well. So I'm not going to tell you what kind of beers they are, because if I do, there'll be loads of bullshitters. I think you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. There's loads of Billy bullshitters out there. So if you sent me some nice beers a couple of weeks ago, get in touch with us. Either private messages, email, blotoutdoorshow@outlook.com, or through Instagram, blotoutdoorshow official. Because I've got some beers there that I'm dying to bring out, because they look like nice quality beers. But I've got no name with them. So I'll hang on to them for another month. And if no one comes forward, I'll have to just bring them out and say thank you very much to whoever brought them. Yorkshire pudding type. Lovely. You know this, guys. You don't need much in life to be happy, do you? Sitting here. I know I've got a $10, but you don't need that. This is the first time I've used it. All you need is a cheap tent, some cheap camping gear. I'm just a middle-aged white man from England. A wanker like Gary Neville would say that I'm a racist, but I'm not. I've got more love for anyone in the world than you can imagine. So I think you legends know exactly what I'm talking about. Lovely. Absolutely lovely. Not a bad meal, folks. Well, that's it. That's me stuffed a rooney, beef stew and Yorkshire puddingo. I'm stuffed. Let's jump back up into a Z10 box. We'll have a beer. I'm not queer. You alright? And we'll do the world famous Wasky review. Ha ha ha. Yes. Come on then, folks. That's me as full as a goat. Let's get back up into Z10 box. Look at this, man. It's a thing of beauty. The old black beauty. One beer left. Me can of wine. Oh, look at this, man. Happy Dingle Burgers, as they say at the burger vans of Belfast, Belarus, Brecon City, and Barnsley. Or well, I say, A up. You know what makes sense. Lysicles. Right. Yes, man, dingoes. This is the life. And this is the way. The way of the Mandingo. Ha ha ha, yes. I'll tell you what though, it's feckin' freezing in here. Yeah, it's warmer in a tent. Mrs. Blott wouldn't like this. I'll tell you that now. I'll tell you for free. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll tell you for free. Mrs. Blott wouldn't like this. I think this would be something Mrs. Blott would only enjoy in the summertime. And then she'd probably complain it's too hot. You know what women's like, don't you? It's either too hot or it's too cold. I think I'll be the only one using this. So thank you very much, Mrs. Blott, for buying a 10 box that I didn't even want. But no, all jokes aside, I am really enjoying this, guys. And if you're enjoying this kind of camp, I'm not going to do it every week. That's a guaranteed steak meal. But I don't know. Would you like us to do something like this once a month? Just to mix things up? You know, like once a month I can go in the Lake District. Once a month I can do Northumberland. I don't know. Once a month I could do camping next to like an old abandoned building, or you know, like an old ruins of a castle, hundreds of years are old, hundreds of years are old, and mamma mia. And then once a month, and mamma mia, I can camp in this, on top of the Blockmobile, in the old 10 box of Rooney. I think I would happily do a camp in this once a month, just to mix things up a little bit. The old Little Mix. I tell you what, Little Mick, the camp with Little Mick the other day was absolutely fantastic, wasn't it? I loved it. It was great because he had his little fall over, but it wasn't a bad one. The last time he fell over, it was, I was like that whether I was going to put it on YouTube, because he stood up and he had a wet patch. When we got up in the morning, like I always do, I showed little Mick the footage on me camaraderie. I showed little Mick the old Nicki Minaj on me camaraderie. And I said to him, are you okay with me putting this on YouTube? Because you fell over, you were smashed. We were both smash burgered. In fact, we were both Graham Crangled. Hold on. Brr. Yeah. I said we were both mangled, spangled, and totally Graham Crangled. But you fell over. And when you stood up, you had a wet patch. And I showed little Mick the footage. And what a good sport he is. He said, people are going to enjoy that, aren't they? I went, yes, people are going to have a good laugh. But it's up to you, Mick. If you don't want me to put that on YouTube, I'll delete it off my phone right now. Right here, right now. And little Mick said, no, put it on YouTube. I'm not bothered. So the other day when we were out and he fell over, there was nothing like that. There was no wet patch on his pants. He went down and he got up, and then he had hold of the tree, didn't he? And he was steadying himself, and it was just absolutely amazing. It was like one of the Blot Outdoor Show stealth camps off like 5 or 6 years ago when I was out with little Mick. Absolutely tremendous. And this is new. This is the opposite to that. This is like a new thing on the Blot Outdoor Show, but I don't know, I'm loving it. Although it's new, I know this sounds stupid, this is new at the Blot Outdoor Show, but in a weird kind of way. When I've been sitting off camera, when I haven't been recording, I've been sitting there. It has been taken as black to the early days of the Blot Outdoor Show. Just sitting there, forgetting about how good the channel's doing. I don't know, it's just a weird feeling. I wasn't expecting to enjoy it this much. That's what I'm trying to say. I was very skeptical, and I've already said this once or twice. I wasn't happy at all with Mrs. Blood for buying this, because she bought it without telling us. But now, if you're watching Mrs. Blood, yeah, spank you very much. It's a good investment on the Blot Outdoor Show. I've got to try and do different things, haven't I? I'm quite happy, you know, every week just going Baghdad on my old macaroni, going up the hills, setting me tent up, getting pissed, having a laugh, talking your shite, and that's it. But as far as YouTube's concerned, I need to put a little bit more effort in and do things like this. So, to keep it entertaining, to keep it different for you legends. So let me know what you think. Would you like me to do a camp like this? Just like once a month, or once every 2 months, or whatever. I'm not just going to be here. I'll go to the Lake District, I'll go to Yorkshire. Oh, let's go a bit further. Let's get out to the Pig District and Snowdonia. We'll go up Scotland, but a bit further up. Yeah. Let me know what you think, guys. Because I am easy. Matron, I am easy. I'm as easy as Bonnie Blue. Oh. Oh man, look at the room in here. It's unbelievable, isn't it? I'll tell you what, let's have a nice little treat before we do the whiskey review. Let's have me can of 19 Crimes. I've got two little miniatures down there. One's just behind the famous Cub Dingo, and then one's just behind it. I'm only going to use one. I might as well keep one for like another camp, mightn't I? So I'll just pick. I don't even know which one I'm going to use. So let's enjoy a nice little kind of red wine. The old 19 Crime Dingoes. Cheers, guys. Oh. Enjoy this. Whiskey review and then bed. I brought nothing for breakfast, but there's plenty places down at Berwick, like a 5-minute drive away, where I can go for some nice breakfast. In Z Morgan, that's the plan, Dingo Man Dingoes. You better believe it is. Cheers, guys. Yes. Loving life at the Max and Paddy, if you know what I'm talking about. People say this is like an amazing red wine, you know. It's alright. I mean, I suppose licking Bonnie Blue Snatcheroo after 1,000 illegal migrants might not be as nice as this. So if you're going to compare to that, 19 Crimes is probably a good drop. What am I talking about? I didn't even plan on saying that, you know. That's the beauty of the Blot Outdoor Show, guys. I just press record and whatever shite comes out of your mouth comes out. There is sometimes, you know, when I go black and I edit it, I've got to say it myself. Oh, delete that bit, because I'm going to get Antonio Bandingoed off YouTube. YouTube is quite woke. In fact, I've been very lucky. There's quite a few things I've come out with and I've been expecting to get a strike, and I haven't. I've had no warnings yet, but I've still got to be careful. So I think the things I talk about must be okay, because it seems to go down well with you legends. People enjoy a little bit. You've got to have a bit comedy, haven't you? I mean, for God's sake, you've got to be able to have a laugh and a joke and a bit comedy. You've got to be able to push the boundaries a little bit. Even though these like little wet wipes who get so offended, come on, you've got to have a bit of fun in life. You can't just be expecting people to get blocked and bandingoed, Antonio Bandingoed. We've got to have a little bit of comedy. Like Ricky Gervais said, if we lose comedy, I don't know which way he said it, I might not be saying it right, but like, if you lose the right to tell jokes, if you lose comedy, then you've lost everything, haven't you? I mean, God's sake. But it's getting that way, isn't it? It's getting that way, guys. Some of the things I'm talking about now, in 10 years' time, I might get in trouble for. People might go back in 10 years' time from now and report us for things I said 10 years ago. What can you do? All I can do is get smash burgered on 19 Crimes, Bonnie Blue, Snatcheroo, red wine. And when I bring you Roger Black, Jack Black, Cilla Black, Fleetwood Mac, Burt Bacharach, my honking arse crack, and a return of Z Mac, we will be doing the world famous whiskey review, and that is a guaranteed steak meal. You know, makes total sense. Tricycles. My mind went blankety blank there. The old blankety blank check pen and book. Ah, you fucking lousy. Ah, you blood. You fucking blankety blank check pen and book. Ah. Yes, Mandingos, you know what time it is. It's wasky time. You better believe it is. Oh, pardonski bait. What have we got this week? It's an Irish wasky, and it's called Ty Connell. I think that's how you say it. I'm no expert. Ty Connell Irish wasky. A full-size bottle of that would cost you about 25, 26, 27 pound. Depends where you get it from. To be honest, I've never seen it in any shops in England. There's a wasky shop I also go to in the Metro Centre that has a good selection of waskies, and I haven't even noticed it in there. When I was in Dublin and we were coming back home in the airport, wowza Wayne and Colin Rooney, there must have been 50 whiskies I've never heard of before. So I will have to go back to Dublin just to like buy some more whiskies when it comes to the point of, like, you know, the point where like I've reviewed everything, I cannot find anything else. There's just so many top quality Irish whiskies that I haven't had before. And living here in England, even if you go up to Scotland and you go like in the normal supermarkets or the shops, you see the same shite all the time. You don't see any of these little hidden gems, the old gem dingoes, as they say, in the back streets of Dusseldorf. So here we go. Let's get this popped in. The old famous Cub Dingo. It's got no love handles on now. I wish I didn't have any love handles. I wish I could lose a little bit of weight and have no love handles. Let's get that popped in there, guys. Oh, God, yes. Oh. There we go, folks. Ty Connell. The old Andrew Tyone Connell, as they say in the Dowdownsky bait. Right. Yes, Ty lad. Right on. Let's get the old big Rooney in it. Quite mild. The old mild cigar. The old mild race cigar. You know what I'm talking about. Race cigar. Why, he's good looking. Come on, let's get the old big Rooney in. A slight orange. Yeah. A slight little linger. Do you have to let it linger? It's Jason Orange. Wise pop. Come on. Come on. Like a weird, can remember being a skid and having Play-Doh. And when you smell it, you know, when you got a fresh, when you got a Carl Frosh, when you got a fresh out of the little pot, and you smelt the Play-Doh, and it was like, it was something you hadn't smelled before. It was like, smell your ma. Do you know what I mean? Like a Play-Doh type of smell. Also, like there's a sweetness there. There's like a sweet, wasky, like a funny Play-Doh type of snifferoonie. Maybe a little bit of port. Am I wrong? Am I right? I'll guarantee you one thing, my arse crack stinks of shite. You better believe it does, because I had to get rid of shit in the bushes along the road. You know what makes sense, guys. That's enough of the sniffing. Let's get on with the tasting. Right on. Oh. Oh, that's good. Ooh, is that Dr. Pepper? Is that Dr. Pepper? No, that is good, guys. Little bit of a kick, little bit of a spicy. It's got a bit of a dark flavour to it. That is better than I thought it was going to be, because when I looked at the price on Google, £26, which is like, obviously it's not cheap, but for a wasky, a good quality wasky, £26, like, that's nothing, is it? Let's have another taste of Rooney. It's got like a fruity, like a plum. Get your plums in my mouth, dingo, man dingoes. It's got like a dark, like a plum. Few little spices in there. It's not rough. It's not harsh. Quite sweet. A sugary flavour Rooney on the old tongue dingo. But it has got that kick of a naughty wasky, you know, like a naughty, not a, there's a back kick, burr, biddly, burr, kick of there's a wasky there that's not, not delicate, like not a nice quality wasky in the back, but mixed in with that, like a nice plum. But it's not going down rough. It's not making us think brr, anything bad about it. Do you know what I think? What the fuck? Down the hatch, guys. Plummy, sugary, few tingles on the old tongue dingo. Not harsh, very enjoyable. I did enjoy that, guys. I did enjoy. I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give that a solid brr. Ty Connor, I'm going to give it a solid 8 out of 10. It's an 8 out of 10 dingo, my Mandy Dingleberry Finley quiz. And I'm pleasantly surprised at how nice that was. Yes. Right, it's time for me to get some sleep. I'm now going to say buongiorno, good night Vienna, Vorsprung Dirk Technique, and we're going to rock down to Electric Avenue. Let me take you higher, and I will see you in the morgen in the capital city of Mozambique. Good night, guys, and bon voyage, Lysical Cakes. Good morning, my Mandy Dingleberries. 9:35. I could have slept a lot longer. I was planning on getting up at 10, but I need to get the slash Gordon. I am bursting. As you can hear, Wayne Rooney's back. It's lashing it down outside. I think I'm just going to nail there. Get the slash Gordon. Drain the lizard, the old Eddie Lizard, straight out the side of the 10 bucks. Oh, yeah, it's been fantastic, guys. Right, let's get this slash Gordon, and I'll bring you back in a seconda. Lice. Brr. Brr. Run out the petrol?
matron. It's the glove of two-train love. Ah, choo-choo. Ah. So there we have it, my fan sexualities. That's the end of this week's camping adventure. Camping on the roof of the Blockmobile. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've had an absolutely fantastic time, and I will be using it again. You better believe I will. What I'm really impressed with is there was no condensation. Condensation, mad for it. Yeah, it was bone dry inside the tent box, so I'm chuffed to bits with that. Anyway, if you've enjoyed it, guys, you know what to do. Give this Mandingo a big thumbs up, leave a comment, tell people about the Blot Outdoor Show, and if you haven't already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. You know what I'm talking about, and you know it makes absolute, complete, oh yeah, and total sense. Rice cakes.
Oh, matron.
You know, it's make total sense, mate. Very nice.